The Broken Blueprint, Part 3, More Statements. 1965, Statement by Dr. Nam. Dr. Nam was the non-Adventist president of the University of Missouri. He commented on the fact that students who graduate from modern colleges and universities have not received the traits of character needed to make a success in life and help other people. Interesting studies are now being made in a number of places on qualities which make for success in job and other life situations as distinguished from those which make for success in the usual classroom situation. A study made by Price, Taylor, and others on performance of physicians points to the need in educating physicians to focus on qualities other than those which grades reflect. Qualities of character and personality, of ability to establish satisfactory relationships with people, and a dedication and integrity. In a recent report, Taylor and others point out that, at present, suitable habits of learning are not implemented in the school setting to assure their continued functioning when persons leave the school setting. Good grade getting and requirements for degrees often force the student to subordinate himself to the teacher in such a way that independent thinking and action, very important on the job qualities, do not become developed habits. Dr. Nam, University of Missouri, American Journal of Nursing, June 1965, page 98. 1967, Statement by Lefrere. This is another statement by a discerning non-Adventist educator. Dean Robert Lefrere, addressing a faculty-student meeting, said this: "As long as we have a situation in this country where an elite can control the intellectual input of its citizens, we will have a situation of regulation and brain control that can and will destroy initiative, individuality, creativity, indeed the freedom of man." Robert Lefrere, Rampart College Newsletter, Larkspur, California, November 1967. Lefrere's school had decided not to initiate a graduate school program. Later in his address, Lefrere quoted a statement by G.L. Pearson of Brigham Young University. "The colleges and universities of America are held in a rigid liberal straitjacket by accrediting teams. The idea that you must be accredited is a fiction." Robert Lefrere, Rampart College Newsletter, Larkspur, California, November 1967. 1975, Statement by General Ford. The President of the United States made this insightful observation at a university graduation: "Why can't the universities of America open their doors to working men and women, not only as students but also as teachers? Practical problem solvers can contribute much to education, whether or not they hold degrees. The fact of the matter is that education is being strangled by degrees." President Gerald Ford, Ohio State University, summer 1975. Statement by Naomi Joan White. "If the following teacher was a Christian, we are sure she later wished she had taught her students about Jesus Christ. If she was not a Christian, she at least probably wished, as part of historical literature class, they had them memorize the Ten Commandments. I have taught in high school for 10 years. During that time, I have given assignments among others to a murderer, an evangelist, a pugilist, a thief, and an imbecile. The murderer was a quiet boy who sat on the front seat and regarded me with pale blue eyes. The evangelist, easily the most popular boy in school, had the lead in the junior play. The pugilist lounged by the window and let loose at intervals a raucous laugh that started even the geraniums. The thief was a gay-hearted Lothario with a song on his lips, and the imbecile, a soft-eyed little animal seeking the shadows. A Lothario is a seducer. The murderer awaits death in the state penitentiary. The evangelist has lain a year now in the village churchyard. The pugilist lost an eye in a brawl in Hong Kong. The thief, by standing on tiptoe, can see the windows of my room from the county jail, and the once gentle-eyed little moron beats its head against a padded wall in the state asylum. All these pupils once sat in my room and looked at me gravely across worn brown desk. I must have been a great help to those pupils. I taught them the rhyming scheme of the Elizabethanian sonnet and how to diagram a complex sentence. Naomi Joan White, Tyndall Collection.